Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. So today I've been working on that 3060, trying to figure out what's wrong with it. So I got it running over here. Everything looks smooth right now, but it's this one right here that's giving me trouble. So what I'm going to do is what I did in one of my other videos, which was suggested by D, one of the viewers, that I should try, was doing the GPU fan find, or find fan. I'm going to pull that up right here under the commands and GPU fans find. So we'll click that and we'll click run. And what that will do is that it'll start spinning each fan one at a time, so you can see which ones are in what order, because really I want to find out exactly where this one is. And I might as well map it out. I did it for the 3060 Ti rig in that other video. So we're going to do it today. So let me go ahead and hop over here and get this going. So we'll just come here, and then I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to click run, and I'll meet you over there in a second. All right, so I got them switched up. I used to have the 3060 Ti rig up top, and then I had the 3060 down below, both of them blowing that way. But I pulled this one on top just for this. So here we go. So you can see all the fans stopped, and let's see which one starts spinning. And there it is down here. So that's going to be GPU 0. So that's 1. Or 0, actually. All right, so then that one's going to stop. And let's see, the other one spinning now is this one here. So that one will be GPU 1. And so that's 3 from the edge. So I'm just labeling these on a little scrap piece of paper that I got over here. So let's see, so that one's stopping, and now this one's starting here. So that one is going to be the GPU 2. And let's see who goes next. Anybody? Am I missing it? I'm not seeing which one would be. All right, so this one's going now. Let's go ahead and put that one in. Technically, that would be GPU 3 on the lineup. All right, now we got this one here going. So we're just going to mark that down. All right, so we got 3 more to go. So wait for that guy to stop spinning. All right, there's our next one. All right. All right, so that one's turning off, but this one's starting up. All right, and then that means this one should be the last one to go. So that one's stopping. So that should be the last one. Any second. Going? So they're thinking about it. No? Now it's funny because halfway through it, it seemed like it had skipped one of them. There was a long pause in between going through these. So I'm not sure. I'm actually going to run it again. Try it again and see what happens. I think there was a problem there. All right, so here we go again. So I ran the command again over there. So let's watch them again and see. All right, far end. So that's GPU 0. So that's the one that I am having trouble with then. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap out the riser on that one, swap out some cables, and try that, because that's the one that always has been going down. I just want to find the order so I know for future reference. All right, going right here. All right, so we got that one. All right, so we're going down here now. So that one is going to be there. So I think it should be this one next. See, that's the thing, is right here, I think before is where one of them should have been running, and it didn't. It's like it skipped. So there's that one, but I think that one of the other ones didn't spin up, and this would have been the one after it. So I think that one would have been 4, then that would have been the one. Let's just write these down. So that one there. We'll just keep going, see if it's, all right, this one here. So then it should be this one next. And that's the one that hasn't spun up yet. So then there's that one, yep. Now let's see if this one goes. If this one doesn't go, then I think that pause earlier is why that one didn't spin up for some reason. So that would kind of throw the numbers off, but we're going to try and see. Yeah, and there it is. So it's going to end right now, and it's not going to go. So yeah, so something's up with that one, why that one's not spinning up. So that one, yeah. So that one most likely is number 4. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take and disconnect this one and this one. Well, you know what? We'll start with this one and make sure that that one is correct on the list. And then once we know that that one's down, then we're going to try to find out which guy this is and see if I can find him. I think he may be number 4. I believe that's the number because we had that long pause between 3 and going to the 4th one. There was a long pause, so I think it went from 3, didn't spin 4, and went to 5, which would be that one then technically. So anyway, let's go ahead and shut this down and pull that one card and see if it is the correct one on Hive. I'll be right back. So I've got the test bench all set up to go, except I have Windows on it. And to really test this, I want to throw it on Hive. So I need to go and download another copy of it, which I did, a fresh copy. And all I did was come over here to install, scroll down, and go to zip, and downloaded it. I got it right here. Now, if you haven't done this before, I just use Etcher, drag that over, and here it is here. So select it from a file, that one, select your target, and it's going to be my SanDisk. And flash it. Say yes to Windows. And we are going to let this go. It takes, I don't know, what does it take? Like 20 minutes? Here we go. It says, you know, yeah, 18, 15. Oh, so it's going pretty quick. Maybe 10 minutes then. 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Anyway, I'll be back as soon as that's done. And then we'll go ahead and I'll move my config file into here and then take this and put it over here on the test bench. And then that way I'll be able to have a clean copy of Hive and try it that way and see if that's if I can recreate the problem. I still kept the riser and all of the wires the way it was. Actually, I didn't. The wires that were already on this test bench I used, but I did use the riser from over there. I just took the unplugged the wires from it. So we'll see if that really made a difference. If it runs fine and there's no problems, then perhaps the riser's fine. Perhaps it's one of the wires. So we'll just kind of go through it and see if we have a problem. If we do, then we'll know it's the riser most likely, or hopefully not the GPU, because really won't know that. But in any case, we're going to find out. So I'll be back in just a little bit and we'll see how this goes. Looks like it's got about 19, 18 minutes left. So, well, I got it running right here. As you can see, it's running at 22.44. What to Mine calls for 22 at 140 watts. And I'm running at about 130 watts, so I can't complain about performance. You can see where I changed the overclock settings right over here. But like I said, it's been running since around noon. It's about 8:40 right now, so it's running strong for about eight and a half or so hours. I'm going to let it run until tomorrow night, and I will see if I have any problems with it. Now, I did put a fresh copy of Hive. You saw in the other clip. I am using the same riser, though I do have different wires. I do have a different power cable, and a USB cord is that was already in this rig that I just stuck into here. So I didn't want to fiddle around reaching in and trying to pull the wires out of the board and do all that, because I've got the breakout board and the HP server power supply in there. So I didn't feel like pulling all that apart. So I just used the wires from here, which I probably should have if I really wanted to do some straight up testing, because I have changed the scenario by using these wires. So if it continues to work fine, I may just pull these wires when I move this back over and use them and unplug those and plug this in instead, and then see how it runs. If it runs smooth, then we may just chalk it up with some bad wires. I'll keep them off to the side in case that may be the situation that I've run into. Otherwise, perhaps it's software related. I will put a fresh copy of Hive back there, probably just for the hell of it, because it's just easier to cross that off the list and put a fresh copy if there was a glitch or something with it. I didn't try a different miner, so I may try different mining software, but I have been using T-Rex and I've had great success with it. So perhaps it's T-Rex, but we'll find out later. As of now, though, it's running, no problems. It typically would crap out on me within a couple hours, and it has not. So we'll check again in the morning, and then I'll probably just wrap this up and put this back in the other rig. Probably do an updated video to see where this ends up in about 4 or 5 days after I put it back into the other rig, and fire it up back there with all the other cards and see if I run into the same problem again with the new wires and such. So unfortunately, there was no great epiphany. There was nothing that just jumped out and said, wow, it was this. But thank God also I didn't have to pull the card apart and start changing pads or something that may or may not need to be done. So anyway, I'll give this another look through in the morning, and then I'll wrap it up and see if it's still going strong. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Well, it ran fine. This morning I went ahead and actually pulled the wires from in there and put it into this one and let it run for the day. It's 5:40 at night, and it's been going just fine. So, it wasn't the wires, wasn't the riser. The GPU seems like it's working just fine. So it's going to either be software or there's a problem with the motherboard. So I'm going to throw another copy of Hive on this and then let that go for a couple days and see if I have the problem, and I'll do an update on it. But maybe you dodged a bullet there. Hopefully just Hive is acting funny and a fresh copy will solve the problem. So anyway, I'll put another video out maybe in a couple days, see if there's any other problems with it. But still in lockdown. Today's 24th. So this video started the other day when I started messing with this. So, the 19th is what we started from. So 5 days in, 25 to go. But that is what it is. Thanks for checking in. I'll see y'all next time.